Hello, today's video is going to actually show you how you can get your listings to show up publicly on the Lawsonline site. You've created a Lawsonline account and you have membership, but now how do we get your information to be shown? In addition, once you become a paid member of Lawsonline, you can add as many listings as you need. You can have dozens or a few, however you want to manage your actual online presence. So it's very easy. To start adding your listings, you want to get into your account. We've already logged into our account, and we're going to look at the menu bar underneath our firm ID, and there's about 4 buttons in. So you have video conferencing, edit, listings, and then it's add listing, and that's the button that we're going to need to work with today to actually get our listings to show up live. So I'm going to go ahead and click on that button, add listing. And when I do, I'm going to be able to go ahead and create my first new listing on the Lawsonline site. To start out, it needs to know what your listing category is going to be. Are you an expert? Are you an attorney? Are you working with information brokers, interpreters, legal research? We are going to be working with the attorney category. So we're going to go ahead and select attorneys. And when you do pick either attorneys or expert witnesses, it's going to ask you to refine your listing so that way it's easier to search online. And what this means is we have to create categories that we actually work with on a day-to-day basis. They are the practice areas that we focus on the majority of our workload. So today, I'm going to start adding those in, and I'm going to start typing in this area, and it says estate planning. So I click on the estate planning, and then I click add. And next I'm going to add another category. So I'm going to do estate litigation here. So I'm going to add that one in. And then I'm going to do another one on top of that. So I'm going to do, let's see, estate planning and administration. So I'm going to add that one. And you're really not limited on the numbers that you can add. You can add as many as you need to in order to make sure you cover all the areas that you practice in so that the audience, your customers, can actually see those when they go to Lawsonline. They can actually look you up in one of those categories. I'm going to add a few more in here, and then I should be ready to go on to the next level here. So now the next thing we're going to take a look at is we're going to add our logo. And this is something that helps us stand out, and it would be something that can help us promote our actual directory listing. So right here it says photo. We're going to choose a file, and I'm going to go ahead and choose a profile picture of myself, and I'm going to put that in. If you have one on standby, that'd be great, a professional photo. You can also use a custom logo. That's another way you can actually promote your listing as well. Either one works. Just make sure that you have one on file ready to go. If you don't, contact us. We'll help you with that. That's one of the features that is provided with your service, is we will help you make a logo so that way it can help promote your listing. So if you don't have one, contact us. We'll help you get that set up. Here I'm just going to go ahead and use that individual photo ID. So I'm going to go ahead and put that in. And then now I can move into the next section, which is really related to the firm name. So I'm putting my firm name in. Now the next thing right underneath the firm name is important. It's called the listing slug. This actually helps with your SEO. If you've ever noticed on the search bar or on the browsing bar at the top of your browser, that is where you can actually create a custom word for your practice or for your name. So that way it's easier for the search engines such as Google or Yahoo or MSN to actually find you. So I'm going to go ahead and put that in. Don't use underscores, use dashes between the words. Also, I made a mistake here. They have to be lowercase. Don't use caps. All right, very good. Now some of this information on here is pretty self-evident. It's very easy to go ahead and do that, like contact, phone, fax, email, street, zip, county, URL. I'm just going to go ahead and fill that information out. Some of it gets pulled over from what our main listing has, but that's pretty easy. So let's just go ahead and fill that information out and then move into the next section. Okay, jumping ahead, we've got everything filled out. And now we get to that point where it says drop-down menu. And a lot of people get confused what this means. This is actually something that will show up next to the listing, and it allow you to add more detail to the categories that you have. So for instance, we were estate planning. I might want to put in will review. That would be something that you could do. And you just, anytime you have something, you just want to put a comma in between each of those, and that will help separate it into the drop down there. So will review, maybe something like trust management that you can add in there. And you can add as many as you need in there, and then you just basically go through and just add commas in between that. Underneath drop-down menu, it says active. You want to click active. If you don't, it won't show up. So that's one of the things that you want to make sure you have. And then finally, on public comments, this is really a nice way to add your curriculum vitae or other information that you may have on your website that you'd like to highlight. So I'm going to jump over to my website, pull some information over that we already have here. I'm going to copy that. I like some of the material we have, and I'm just going to paste that into this editor. And then notice the nice thing about this editor is it's a sort of a rich text editor, so it allows you to add bold, underscores. It allows you to add italicized, and that's really something that's important to add to your curriculum vitae, which will show up on the main part of your page. That's it. Everything's pretty much done. We're going to go ahead and hit create listing, and we have finished. We have now have our listing ready to go, and because we clicked active, it will actually be showing up. Because it's finished, we can actually view it too if we'd like. So since we've submitted it, we have that green logo up here, listing was successfully created. So let's go ahead and there's a button at the very bottom that says view. So we can go ahead and click on view, and we can actually see what we have there for the actual listing. That came out pretty nice. I noticed that the curriculum vitae area in the middle has shown up pretty well, and then it has your address and mapping area at the bottom there. One of the things is if you want to get back to edit the listing, that's simple. You come up to your main menu at the very top in the black area at the top right part of the screen. Click on admin because you're still logged in, and it'll bring you back to your home page where you can actually see the information that you have and your listing. Thank you very much, and you guys have a great day.